In 1994, David A. Kolb proposed experiential learning theory. A four-stage cycle consists of concrete learning, reflective observation, abstract conceptualization, and active experimentation. However, this approach will only work in a real environment. But in an industry like oil and gas, this is impossible. You need to create a virtual environment. These can be digital models. My name is Mikhail. Now I will talk about what ArtiSim Korea is. ArtiSim Korea are digital twin of the petrochemical plants, which are created on the basis of real productions. Systems of differential equations describing thermodynamic, phase, heat and mass transfer, kinetic, hydrodynamic, hydraulic, and other aspects of chemical technology processes are calculated inside the digital twin. And since this happens dozens of times per second, the models resuscitate and become dynamic. This main thing is that digital models behave the same as real plants. You can interact with them and observe the behavior. This can be done from different points of view, from the point of view of the field operator and the DCS operator. There are two screens for this: the field operator screen and the distributed control system. The field operator screen allows you to emulate the manual actions of the field operators at a real refinery. The DCS operator works only with DCS from the operator's room. He manages the technological process as a whole and only the equipment that can be controlled remotely. Learning in environment of digital models has an advantage of real practice. Firstly, in practice, the student will not be allowed to any technological process management. As a maximum, he will only be able to observe the process behind the operator's back. That is unlikely to even happen, but simple observation cannot compete with participation. Secondly, a mistake in practice can lead to accidents. A mistake in process control on a digital model will even be useful, because the student will be able to analyze and understand how to avoid it next time. This is how experience is gained. In general, the risks in practice are much higher than in digital learning. In practice, the risks and the high cost of any mistakes do not encourage gaining experience, while in digital environment, on the contrary. Thirdly, convenience. You can study in the classroom or remotely on your own computer, in a practical lesson with a teacher, as well as independently studying the behavior of the model. And most importantly, you don't need to go anywhere. This is especially relevant for institutions with no facilities nearby. But does it mean that practice as an educational tool is outdated and unnecessary? No, the simulator will not be able to replace communication with a practicing operator, at least for now. Also, it will not be able to replace the impression of the operands of a real process unit. The digital environment will not replace practice, but will make learning more effective and simple. The students will already have a basic understanding and skills of processing control, and practice will enhance the effect of learning on digital models. However, digital models are only a technology, a tool, and in order for them to become useful, it is necessary to introduce them into the educational process. For this purpose, we conduct training of teachers on the introduction of digital twins. During 2 weeks course, you will be able to work with the simulator yourself, observe the behavior of the system, make sure that the control process is visual and easily understandable, as well as to gain an experience of remote learning of studying using digital models. During the course, you will get acquainted with methodological documents and will be able to make more effective such disciplines as processes and devices of chemical technology, modeling of chemical and technological processes, chemical technology of organic and inorganic substances, process control, automation of technological processes and productions, fundamentals of petroleum and petrochemical engineering, etc. We will support you during the implementation and use stages. This is not all. What was mentioned earlier are important, but local improvements. And now about the critically important things, about the purpose of training. The goal is to train competitive specialists for the oil and gas section, so that students can get a job and the employer has the best candidates for employees. ArtiSim is convinced that in order to achieve this goal, it is necessary to act all together. So we invite you, whatever you are, a teacher, a student or an employer, to the ArtiSim Korea platform. Here, teachers will be able to take a free 2-week course on the introduction of digital models into the educational process, exchange experience and approach with each other, as well as better understand business needs by communicating with their representatives. The HR service will be able to select suitable candidates based on their rating, geographical location, and information from the resume, as well as get their contacts. Students will be able to study on digital models and be tested. The test results will affect the position in the ranking. The best of students will be invited to interviews. the main thing is just to send us a resume. There will also be an opportunity to contact the HR service of partner companies yourself. As a result, we will give teachers a powerful educational tool, students employment, employees the best employees. RTSIM Career